Friends collection. I like this one. I like this one. I feel like the length is good. I feel like it's different. It's a different shade of blue than the other ones that I have. Anyhow, so today we had to the the task of the day was to get into the storage unit that I've never been in before. I've lived here forever and I have never gone into that storage unit. And in fact, when I bought this place, I didn't even know that it existed. Anyhow, so we got in, we clipped the lock, and we put the car in there. What's interesting was that there was a piece of furniture in there. I mean, there's shit in there that somebody left behind. I don't know whose it is. But this is what's interesting. This is almost like, I'm sure that there's got to be a rational explanation for it, but it's almost like a Mandela effect, like a personal Mandela effect. I'm sure there's an explanation for it. Sure. I'm going to ask around. So there was a piece of furniture, and my sister-in-law had opened up one of the drawers to see if there was anything in it. Like, the furniture, for be sitting in there for 20 years, looks like it's in really good shape, right? Like, considering it's sitting in the basement. Anyhow, opens one of the drawers, and there is a letter in there, and the date on the letter is July of 2006. Now, I bought this place in 2001. So who the hell was in the storage unit in 2006? Nobody that lived here, because I was living here. So how did that letter get in there? I'm sure there's an explanation for it, and I'm sure I'm going to get to the bottom of it, but it's kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. Anyway, okay. First person here is Breezy. What are Chris the Aries' intentions towards me? Chris the Aries' intentions. What are Chris the Aries' intentions towards me? Well, he might be slow and steady here because he's got the Knight of Cups, but he is intending for communication to pick up, and things to move forward. You do have the Love Cup full, but there may be either issues that need to be resolved, or he may have unresolved issues before this situation moves forward. He could have some unfinished business with the Fool in reverse. I would give it a little bit of time. I think ultimately things are going to move forward. It just might not be, either it might not be fast, or it may be a little bit sporadic for a while before it kind of settles down. But yeah, I think that things are going to move forward. Thea, general. Okay, you've got perseverance pays off. Whatever it is you've been putting time and effort into, it's going to pay off. You're prepared for it. Communication comes in out of the clear blue sky with somebody you haven't seen or spoken to, or someone that you've been hoping to hear from. You've got a Sagittarius coming in that may be of importance, and you have your intuition is heightened, so definitely pay attention to it. Looks like you may have a new job or business opportunity on the horizon. It also looks like you're being guided by the divine. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. A water sign enters: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could have some money coming in, or opportunities to bring in money over, like, between now and the end of the summer. An increase in finances comes in. There's also a creative project that you may be working on. Beautiful one, general. Okay, you might have a new business opportunity on the horizon. An earth sign enters, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, that could be of significance. All of a sudden, life gets unstuck and starts to move forward. You're stepping into your own strength. You may have nice business opportunities on the horizon. You've got feeling better respected at work, feeling like you're being better compensated. Business partnerships look good and money's coming in. It also looks like you've got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life. A Scorpio enters. You may be feeling undecided about a couple of different areas in your life. You may be presented with choices. It looks like you've got divine timing, so you may not really even have to make a decision. You just may be led to the right place. So if you feel a little stressed out about decisions, the decisions could be made for you through divine timing. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like, have you ever been in a situation like, I don't know, like right now I'm at a crossroads with this yoga job that I have because I'm having a hard time finding a babysitter. So like the crossroads would be, I have to make a decision, take the job, stay at the job, leave the job. But like divine timing stepping in would be if that class was taken from me. Like that would be like, okay, now you don't have to make the decision. That actually happened to me once where I had a student that was actually bullying me. Imagine. Yoga. Yeah. She was really bullying me. And I was going to give up the class because she was bullying me. And then I thought, you know what? If I give in to the bullying, then the situation is going to present itself to me again, right? Because if I don't look it in the face and put an end to it myself, I'll be presented at another time with another bully. And so I decided not to give up the class, and then the class was taken from me. So it may be something like that comes up, where you've got decisions to make, you don't know what to do, and then all of a sudden the decision gets made for you. Anyhow, it looks like you got especially nice things coming around money and business and finance. Talia, what's coming towards me? What's coming towards me? You could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. You got that. You also have somebody in your world. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a love connection. It could be with somebody that's in your world right now, but you haven't taken notice of them. You haven't made the connection, but there's somebody who would be a familiar face. They may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're going to have choices moving forward as we get towards the end of the summer and into early fall. You've got success that comes in around romance, but there may be choices. You've got a committed relationship on the horizon if you're not in one. If you are in one, your committed relationship looks good, but there still may be options and choices within that relationship. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely pay attention to it. You could have communication could come in from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. And you may have a new job opportunity on the horizon. Mario is the Pisces with child. Okay, let's see. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, which is low. I doubt it. Is she thinking about me romantically? She does think about you romantically, definitely. Next actions towards me. Next actions would be, well, she could be quiet for a minute because she's got the Hermit here. So she may not know what to do. She may not know what to say. She may not know exactly what she wants. So she's kind of taking a moment to herself, which is fine. Next actions would be communication comes in. You may not hear from her for a couple of days, though, because the Hermit is there. Once we get past communication comes in, maybe even nicer to you, more friendly, more talkative. or showing you a little bit more attention when she comes back. Not that she's gone, but she just may not be talking for a couple of, a couple of days with the Hermit. Hermit could be like, I gotta take time to myself. I don't want to talk to anyone right now. It wouldn't just be you, it would be with anybody. Tiffany. General from Tiffany. Oh damn, I lost my spot. Okay, you got business partnerships and money coming in. That money coming in and feeling as if you're paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or feeling relief around money. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may have some choices, especially in the love department. Soulmate connection comes in. You got an Aries coming in, a Gemini coming in, and an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The hard work you put into business or career will be coming back to you. It also looks like you've got happiness coming out over your life, and a wish comes true. Put it out into the universe exactly what you want. Anxiety is moving into the past as you step into your strength. Elizabeth, love. Okay, you've got cause for celebration that comes in around love. Perseverance pays off and happiness comes out around your love life, and you are more than ready and prepared for it. You have moving on to greener pastures, and you may be cutting the cords of anything that's not working for you and eager to move forward. You have energy coming in here that I think is new. You have a Sagittarius that I think is new, an Aquarius that may be new. The Aquarius may come in out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. You have a Libra here. I can't remember if you got a Libra around you right now, but there's a Libra coming in. And you do have a committed relationship on the horizon. Should you want to enter it, it would be successful. And I think that comes in relatively soon. Romance seems to pick up and you find yourself in a committed relationship, but there's plenty of energy coming in. And you may be like, you know what? I'm not going to sit around and wait for something. I got this in front of me. Let's explore it. Let's see where it goes. Ash Ho, I invited George 3 times. He always refuses. Why? He just may not be ready. I mean, I know that it may sound like a stupid answer, like what do you need to be ready for? But he comes up as feeling unprepared. He comes up as feeling unstable. And he comes up as feeling like unjust, like I'm just not ready. I wouldn't invite him again. I would give it some time, give it some space, kind of pull your energy back. And let's see if we can get him to come to you a little bit more. Mario, are things done with T? No, things aren't done, but the timing around the situation right now is not the right timing. It's like the timing isn't there for this relationship to move forward, and you can't force it. It has to happen in its own timing. So it's just like shitty timing. Sister, hi. My blood indicates I'm anemic, but my doctor feels what's bigger is my POTS came back, and he thinks it's mold exposure. I think it's stress. Do you think I can recover staying here since I'm regressing now? Oh boy. All right, let's see. Well, yeah, it does show that you can recover there. I would give it a little while. I wouldn't give it too long, especially if you feel like you're going backwards. Maybe a couple of more weeks. And if you don't feel like you're improving, then I would think about getting out of there. You know, like you got to worry about your health. Obviously, that's the most important thing. Otherwise, you know, everything else has got to come second to that. But cards indicate you can recover there. Did the doctor tell you to get out of there or no? I would think that the doctor would tell you to get out of there if it was necessary. Thing is that if there's mold there, unless the mold is removed, I can't see how you're going to recover. I would say if you don't feel any better, at least within like the next week or so, then I would think about leaving, because you know it's like if the mold is still there, how are you going to get past it if it's the mold? I'm wondering, did they give you like iron pills or anything like that? Because that may help. If that starts to help, then maybe you will recover there. I know cards indicate you can recover there, so I got to go with that. I'm just questioning that. Sometimes I got to question it. Love always, general. Okay, you've got a wish. Put it out into the universe. Anxiety is starting to lessen or move into the past. It also looks like you're moving forward towards greener pastures. You've got a water sign that comes in that may be of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a little bit of good luck coming in. It looks like, well, you have a committed relationship on the horizon should you choose to enter it. Could be with the water sign, but you also have a very, like, fun and exciting fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They may be very creative, or they may have a creative hobby or project or something that's very important to them. That it also could be the way that you meet them. There's some sort of a creative avenue. It looks like, and that if you're not with anyone. If you are with someone, this person still could come into your life and they still be maybe of significance. They just might not be romantic. It looks like you have the opportunity to go back to school, or you may be thinking about going back to school. Somebody from your past could return, or you may run into someone from your past and reconnect with this person. And negativity is moving into the past. Anxiety and negativity they're both moving into the past. I think that as we move towards the end of the summer and into the early fall, you're starting to feel a little bit more, I don't know, relaxed. Which to me, like, sounds funny for me to say that because I always get anxiety going into the fall. But cards indicate that you're going to be in a better place as they start to move towards the fall. Elizabeth, general. Got the Magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities. You also have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life, and feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain when a stroke of luck comes in. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well, and your perseverance around a business or work situation pays off. You've got money coming in. It also looks like you have new job opportunities or new business partnerships on the horizon. Might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And with that, new opportunities come in. Feeling very successful around money, business, and finance. That's definitely good. Where was I? Lee, I think I'm at Lee. Who's coming towards me? Who's coming towards me? Got an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have a wish that comes in, and you also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have long-term potential around the next relationship that you enter, but it's imperative that you lay down the law, set up boundaries. The person that comes in, actually, it could be an Aries. It could be an Aries that's a soulmate connection. Yeah, you have a wish around that. It could be an Aries that's a soulmate connection. Show. Does George seeing someone besides me? I think he may be. Yeah, there could be somebody else around him. Lily, why do you stop messaging me back? Okay, they got a couple of things happening in their life. There's possibly a new job or business opportunity that could be taking time. They also may be back in school, or they may be working on something. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to be like business and school, like university related. This could be like, I have a new beginning, like I'm building a deck on the back of my parents' house and it's taking me a lot of time. You know, like, you gotta kind of have to have an open mind when it comes to these cards. I don't know exactly where you are right now in your life. Anyway, I also think that this person has started a new journey and they're very busy, but I think that there's somebody here that's interfering. Aside from all of that, I think there may be somebody else that's interfering, and that's where their energy is, because they got the Empress here. So there may be somebody, a water sign around them, that may be taking their time. Karina. Jade Scorpio's intentions towards me. This person seems to be very slow and stagnant, and you may feel like you're always sitting around waiting for your ship to come in. I would be careful with them because the devil is here. They could be a little deceitful, and you could find them, either they do something hurtful, or you may feel hurt by either their deception or for the fact that you always kind of feel like you're waiting around for them. You do have communication coming in. You will hear from this person, but you may be left feeling like it either never gets off the ground or it never really goes anywhere. Kira, next 7 days. Okay, so you may be suffering right now and feeling a little bit like, hey, I'm stuck. I may be feeling a little bit stuck, or a little bit like, you know, life has been unfair. I mean, life sucks. You like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it like to be negative. I'm just saying that, like, we go through a lot here in this world. Most of it isn't that pleasant. Anyhow, but it looks like you're going to turn a corner relatively soon, maybe within the next day or so. Maybe as we go through a Lion's Gate and the new moon and you come out the other side, you may be feeling a lot different. Got a creative project of some sort that may be on the horizon that either you could get a lot out of, or you may feel is somewhat therapeutic. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Romance may heat up with a soulmate connection that could be an Aries. And it looks like laying down the law, setting up boundaries, standing up for yourself and expressing what you need serves you well. It also looks like the hard work you put into your career comes back to you and makes you feel a little bit more financially stable or secure. Yeah. Does L ever think of going back to me? Well, this person does think about you, and they think about you a lot, but their life is either moving forward or moving in a different direction. And at this point, they're not looking to go backwards. They're kind of looking to go forwards. It's like the feeling that I get from them is like, I'm exploring, I'm looking for myself, I'm trying new things, like not looking to go back, still looking to see what they can find. Mario, next 3 months. Next 3 months. Okay, in the next 3 months, you could have a new job or business opportunity that may be something that's your own, like a side business, a side hustle, something that you do that's yours, like not working for someone else. And there may be choices that come in around that. You're feeling very prepared and like life has come back into balance over the next 3 months. A soulmate connection comes in. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but you also have a Virgo that comes in that may be of significance. Money looks really good. Looks like you got money coming in. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. Business and money looks good. New journey on the horizon. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You could also be taking time to travel. Cause for celebration comes in around a new business opportunity. Next couple of months look nice. Karina, next 48 hours. Okay, you've got money coming in, 9 of Pentacles. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Communication may come in out of the clear blue sky, possibly with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It looks like you could be feeling like, hey, I put in a whole lot of effort. I haven't seen much of a payoff, and I'm feeling a little bit frustrated. 6 of Pentacles, at least when it comes to work or business, you should be feeling a little bit better appreciated or better compensated. So even if you're feeling like maybe another area of your life is kind of stuck or stagnant, career or business may pick up, or school, whatever it is you do all day. Simran, why did R stop going to B's house? What happened? Okay, this person has got like growth, change, and transformation. The world is at their feet and they're leaving things behind that they feel no longer work for them. Something happened. Something either changed in them where they feel like they're not connecting the same with B, or they feel like their life is moving in a different direction. And the cards indicate that B needs to have patience with R. They may be going through a weird moment. I don't think that R is never going to go back to B's house again, but I think that they need a break or they need some time apart. You know how sometimes people get on your nerves? You ever have that? Like where like you could be really close with somebody, but sometimes they just grate on your last nerve and you just need like a little bit of a break from them. That's kind of what it's like. Simran, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow you might be feeling a little bit weighed down or like the energy around you is heavy, but that shifts as you move into Monday. Tomorrow you may feel like either you got sharp energy around you or you may be in a sharp mood. Doesn't last too long though. The negativity does move into the past pretty quickly. I don't know, maybe you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're a little cranky in the morning. As you move through the day, you may have conversation with a Virgo, or a Virgo may be around. It also looks like you're feeling successful around business, work, or school, whatever you do all day, and you may be setting money aside for something, or paying off a bill or a debt or a loan, or that may make you feel relief, or you could be drawing up some sort of a budget, something around money. Focusing on money tomorrow. Simran, general spirit messages. Spirit messages. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Five of Earth. Fear surrounding money. The wisdom to accept help from others. Uncertain self-employment. King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Speak your mind with confidence. I like that one. Speak your mind with confidence. Adonis, is it you that always asks about a Vivian? Somebody asks about a Vivian. Let me tell you that the other night I had a dream that I had another daughter and I named her Vivian. I don't remember if it's Adonis that asks, but somebody does. Anyhow, last night I kept having nightmares. I don't know what that was about. I don't usually have nightmares. Julie, see when you see him reach. Okay, when is he going to reach back out, this guy? Soon. It could be as soon as tomorrow with the 8th. I mean, definitely sometime in the month of August, but with tomorrow being 8/8, could be tomorrow. Or I would say within the next 8 days, but I don't know. Tomorrow, 8/8. It's supposed to be supposed to be especially important tomorrow because we got the new moon. Let's see what happens. Priscilla, what's coming in love? I'm single. You've got cause for celebration coming in around romance heating up. You have a wish that comes in around love. You have a couple of options. A water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an Aquarius here. You have opportunities around passion and love between now and I would say the middle of September. You could find yourself in a totally different place when it comes to love. You may have a lot going on and it may all happen out of the blue when you least expect it. Soulmate connections come in. Okay, could be a Gemini, could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you have an Aquarius here too. Let's see what happens. You've got plenty of opportunities coming in. Julie, is he still planning on coming to the barbecue next week or has he changed his mind again? All right, is he coming to the barbecue? He plans on it. Yeah, he does. He better follow through. Sister, get a question for Vicky. No, your reading was accurate. Another Aquarius did come in. I was supposed to go out to dinner with him, but he's drunk. Oh, man. God. Oh, God. I mean, you can't... I mean, that's not good. I mean, you know, it's one thing if you have a couple of drinks here and there, but you can't catch a break here with these guys. Vicky, general love between me and Jay tomorrow. cards look good tomorrow. It looks like you have a new journey on the horizon. The energy is kind, caring, sincere, loving, feeling successful. Communication looks good. The world is at your feet. Should be a good day tomorrow. Marilyn, I'm thinking to join my sister in real estate business and work with her. Any guidance from spirit on the decisions to join the business or not? Okay. Well, let's just first ask it as a yes or no question, and then I'll pull spirit cards. Cards indicate that you could be good at it. And if you were to pursue it, you persevere through it, you could be pretty successful. Let's see what the spirit cards say. Oh, you got my favorite, Archangel Raphael. Okay, 8 of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things are happening at once. 9 of Fire. Don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. Have courage and believe in yourself. And then the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. You've got good health. I would say if you have like an outgoing personality and you're persistent and you put the time and effort in, I think they, yeah, the cards are pretty much indicate that it's good for you. I had a friend of mine who, she was in real estate before her kids were born. And she said that after her first daughter was born, she felt like she was going to do it part-time. She said that she's like, you just can't, part-time, you can't do it. So that may be something to consider if it's an issue for you. Like she said, in order to make money, you really got to be available 24/7 and like really put yourself out there. But that's her experience. You know, for me, I give people like that credit because I feel like I'm just not cut out for that. But for you, I think that the cards indicate you could be successful. Give it a go. Love always. Or did I skip someone? I thought I skipped someone. Love always. When will the water sign that you read about come into my life? Before the end of the summer. Lee. Can you give me more details on the person coming in? It sounds promising. The other guy was more of a lust guy, so I dropped him. Okay, let's see. What else can you tell me about this new guy that's coming in for Lee? Okay, this person, they may have money. They may be like, you know, pretty stable financially. They could be very creative, or they could have a creative hobby or job. Either way, whether it's a job or a hobby, it's something that's very important to them, and they sort of throw themselves into this creative whatever it is. They're a very strong person, grounded, stable, down to earth. They're also, they may love travel. Like they just may have a passion for travel. They seem to be very prepared. They're eager to try new things. They're adventurous. They may either be a business owner or that might be their goal. I don't know if it has anything to do with the creative hobby or if it's two separate things, but they may be looking to be a business owner or they could be a business owner. They may be the kind of person that feels like I want to make my schedule. I want to work for myself. I don't want to have to answer to anyone else. They're kind of like a strong, like have a strong personality. They don't hold themselves back. They're a kind-hearted, sincere person. And when you meet them, things change for the better for you quickly. Boom. It's like all of a sudden things change. It reminds me, I don't know why. I haven't seen him on YouTube in a while. You know how YouTube does that? Like, you may like see somebody pop up like for months and then all of a sudden they kind of disappear and you have to go and find them. So I was watching Moneybags. I think Moneybags 73. He was like a Mandela effect person. twice tonight the Mandela Effect comes up. And on his channel years ago, I remember him watching him, and he said that he decided to quit his job and drive for Uber. He's like, never again am I going to have to answer to somebody as to why I'm 6 minutes late. It was really funny. He was like, I'm a grown fucking man. You're going to ask me why I'm 6 minutes late? I think he lives in LA and there's a lot of traffic there. And he's like, when you know what the traffic is like, I mean, I totally understand where he's coming from. But anyhow, it reminds me of that kind of a personality. Like, I want to do things my way when I want to do them, and I want to explore my own creativity. And seems like a good person. Let's see what happens when he shows up. Sister. I haven't talked to C at all. I just saw an Instagram story of her and her boyfriend. I replied saying that they're a beautiful couple, and she wrote, thanks. Why is she still so short with me? I just don't think that she knew what else to say. I think she wanted to respond because she wanted to acknowledge that you commented, but like she didn't have anything else to say. I think that like conversation between you and her, I think could pick up more either in direct messaging or texting. But I don't think that, I mean, when you reply to someone's story, can other people see it? No, I don't think so, right? Like, I don't think she intentionally means to be short. I just don't think that she had anything else to say. It does look like communication between you and her can pick up relatively soon or quickly or out of the blue. And success around communication could come in, and there's going to be more choices, chances, and options to talk. So I don't think that this is, like, I don't think that this is it for her. You know, I think she's still around, and I think you guys are still communicating. And it might not always be so short. Lee, is Cavante going to try to come back to me? I don't see him coming back in the near future. He seems like he's a little stuck or a little stagnant right now. I wouldn't wait around for that because I don't know that he's going to come back. Not anytime soon. I would never say never. I mean, yeah, he could come back and you could cross paths and you'll probably hear from him again. But it doesn't look like it's anytime soon. Where are we here? I think I am at Monaco. Nordal is in jail now, and I would like to know why, because nobody wants to tell me what he did. Oh boy. I mean, there's no way that you could look it up like on public record or anything like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know what it's like in the country that you live in, but I think here, and it may change depending on what state, but I think it's public record here and you could look it up. Well, it was definitely a big tower moment. It was definitely a big deal. I would say, do you have any idea how long he's going to be in there? It looks like it may have had something to do with money. I mean, I can't swear it was like a huge, it has something to do with money. Yeah, I don't know if he stole money, if he took money, or personal property. I think it was money. I think it has something to do with the disaster that happened around money. I mean, I don't know anything about him, so it's kind of hard for me to like draw a conclusion. There's a money thing here. So could it be something like I stole a large sum of money and I'm doing time for it? I don't know what it's like over where you live, but and I don't even really know if that happens here, but I don't know if it's like a money laundering kind of a thing. It depends what kind of a situation he's in. Do you know what I mean? Like, was he somebody that was working at a high-end place and he was laundering money? There's money involved around a disaster. Why nobody wants to tell you, I don't understand. But I would venture to guess that there's got to be a way that you can find out through public records or public files. Let's see if I can get anything else. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. Yeah, you are absolutely going to find out. There's growth, change, transformation. News comes in out of the blue, and it may change the way you feel about this person. That one doesn't look like it's buffering. This one does. Anyhow, my suggestion would be to try to see if you can find the answer through some sort of a public forum or public record. I can't believe that nobody wants to tell you. No, embezzlement in a situation where they need, but that's what comes up, embezzling, like money and embezzlement. Anyhow, you're going to find out exactly what happened, and relatively soon, maybe before the summer ends. Sister, is C more settled and happy with her boyfriend than she was before? No, I think that she's pretty much the same. I don't think anything has changed or anything is any different between the two of them. They're okay. Average. Sarah, single love for the near future. Well, you got stuff happening here. First of all, you got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities with long-term potential. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children. You're prepared. You're making it to the top of the mountain. And in comes an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you don't like the air sign, there's a Cancer that comes in that's looking for a long-term commitment as well. Your perseverance around love pays off. A wish comes true. Auntie, I thought of reaching out to Mel today and felt that I should wait. Would be better to let him reach out to me first. No, I think you could reach out to him. Yeah, I think reaching out to him is fine. The only time I really, my personal opinion, not having to do with the cards. The cards indicate you can reach out to him, it's fine. But like my personal opinion would be always to reach out first. And this was a law of attraction thing I learned years ago. Because let's just say whatever the situation is, this is what she taught me. It makes a lot of sense. If you're waiting to hear from someone, that keeps you waiting. So like the energy around the situation gets stagnant, and the more you to hear from them or the more you're looking at your phone, less chance that you have of them reaching out because the resistance that gets built around it. But what she said was, if you're like everything we tend to assign meaning to, but it's not true. It's just a meaning that we assign to them because our brains are very logical. So for example, he's looking at my Facebook page, he must be interested in me. That's not true. That's not true. But yet we think that. Oh, well, if he's looking at me, then he must be interested. Nope, not true. He forgot to call me on my birthday, he must not care about me. Nope, that's not true either. He probably forgot to call you on your birthday because he can't remember anybody's birthday. His mother's birthday, his kid's birthday, he doesn't, that's just not his thing. But we tend to assign meaning to things. So what she said to me was, don't look at things like that. Like, just because you haven't heard from him doesn't mean that you should wait for him. Just because he doesn't reply back to you fast enough doesn't mean he doesn't want to talk to you. All of those things are popping into your head because you're assigning meaning to them. And it really makes a lot of sense with just the way that we live our lives. You know, how many times, well, if I was important, I would have heard from you. If you cared, you would have called. But that's not true. It's not true. So anyway, so that's why when the law of attraction coach who I was working with at the time, which was Amanda from Create Your Future, she said, always reach out first because it cuts down the time. Like, if you reach out to somebody tonight, you could talk to them tonight. If you reach out to somebody tomorrow, you can talk to them tomorrow. If you reach out to somebody, if you don't reach out to somebody, then your chances are much slimmer, right? So you can cut down the time, the 2 weeks, the 3 weeks, the 2 months, whatever it is, and you could speed up the process. So why not reach out to them? Anyhow, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Anyway. Julie, do you see Erica still calling me to work? Yes, I do. And it comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. Charmaine, I had a few employers reach out to me. Will I get one of these jobs this month? Yes, I believe you will. Yes, and it may be somebody that pays pretty well. Good. Good for you. Helene, what's coming up for me in general? Okay. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Being guided by the divine, somebody from your past returns. Now, these could be two different things. Being guided by the divine, you're at the right place at the right time, and someone from your past returns. Or it could be like being guided by the divine makes you run into someone from your past. Either way. It looks like you have communication that comes in from someone from the past that you've either been hoping to hear from or that you haven't spoken to in some time, and it would be a pleasant conversation. And Aries enters. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. You got some money coming in. You got happiness coming in. The love cup is full and the Empress is here, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. A new business opportunity is on the horizon. Your intuition is heightened and money comes in. More money comes in. Tay, will my dad ask me to come visit before September? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that the timing is there for before September. He may ask you to come before the end of the year, but I don't know if he's going to ask you before the end of September or before September, which would be the end of August. I don't think it's going to happen that soon. Simran, how will I do on my own exam tomorrow? How will I do on my exam tomorrow? You should do well. You should feel relief once it's taken and it's over. I'm going to say you probably would score above 80. Or 80 or above. Hey, how will Jason's sister Jessica feel about me? She may be slow and steady wins the race, so you may not get like a good read on her for a while. You might just not be sure because she's kind of slow and steady to make a decision or come to an opinion. Over time, I think that you start to feel like she treats you a little bit better or a little bit more fair. She she may be like not judgmental, that's not it, but like she needs to get the vibe and she needs to see. She can't judge somebody in like 5 minutes. She needs to get to know them before she's kind of a little skeptical or cautious when it comes to people. She'll think that you're intuitive, grounded, stable, kind-hearted, sincere, and she'll have respect for you. But it just may take a minute for her to express that or for you to feel that. It's just a little tough. Okay, go through the Department of Corrections. There's got to be a way for her to find out what he did. Auntie, does DJ really love me or is it just a sex thing? Okay, does DJ really love me? No, it's more than just sex. Yeah, there's definitely more than sex here between you and this person. Yeah, I would say there's love here. Sister, I've realized that people open up to me right away, use me as their therapist, and then end up presenting me and pushing me away. I don't know why. Is that what C feels? Okay, let's see. Is that what C feels? No, that's not how she feels. No. It's interesting though that you have that reoccurring. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people in general have reoccurring things, right? Like for me, I feel like, yeah, I don't know so much that I feel like people use me as their therapist, but I do feel that people expect me to be ready, willing, and able for them when they need something. And I will have people that call me like in desperation, like I need someone to talk to. I need to go out right now. I need you to do this for me. I just need to be with someone, right? I feel like that comes up for me a lot. So I totally get what you're saying. I don't think that C feels that way, and I don't think that she's used you like that. And I don't think she's looking to use you. Like she just doesn't come off like that. But I know exactly what you mean. Like how many times have I got a call from somebody in desperation, and I always make myself available. But then when I need something, like you saw with babysitter on Thursday night, and I call everybody that I fucking know, nobody's around. And I was willing to pay them, whoever it was. It's not like I was asking them to do me a favor that wasn't going to be paid favor. Anyway. I hear you guys talking about ice. I like to eat ice, but it has to be a certain type of ice. It can't be the ice that I make in my refrigerator. It's got to be like the little ice chips. I don't know why. It's like ice, right? It's frozen water. I don't know why I prefer that. But like if I were to get like a cup of like iced coffee, that ice in there, I would eat that ice. But I won't eat this ice. And you know what else is weird? I'm not a big soda drinker, but every once in a while I'll have ginger ale. And I like to put ice in the ginger ale, if the ginger ale is cold. But I don't ever put it in seltzer. Half the time I drink it, it's, I don't know. I don't know why. John, what will happen with the meeting and when will the result? Yeah, this is like, I don't know how you feel, but like, this is grating on my nerves. To me, this is no way to do a dealing. Okay, what will happen with the meeting? Okay, you should have the meeting. It happens, but it's not happening quick enough. It's like you're waiting, and then here comes the opportunity, and then you may feel a little bit better respected, and there is growth, change, and transformation possible. But I don't know. I would think very hard about whether or not you want to pursue something like this because of the way like the past has been. You know, if this is indicative of what the future is going to be, do you really want to get involved with this? The meeting comes up as a wild card. I pulled the Joker twice. Shit. So when is it going to be? Maybe it'll be on the 9th. It should happen sometime before the summer ends. Maybe it'll be on August 9th. I pulled the Joker twice. That's crazy. 2 different Jokers came out. Shit. Lydia, tell me something positive regarding the instant. Well, you know what? I told you about that. You know, he's nice to her out of pity. I feel sorry for her. It's sad. Like, it's sad. Because, like, I wouldn't want someone to be nice to me because they felt sorry for me, and that's what's going on. This is the Cancer we're talking about. Cancer shows up. I can't remember. Yeah, it is Cancer. Yeah. I know how you feel, right? Because, trust me, I've been in similar situations. It reminds me of with the guy at the bar. Like, I felt like he would be, like, not in the beginning when I first met him, but I felt like as time started to go on and I really started to feel like he hated me, which he probably did at the time. I don't think he does now because, like, that was so many years ago, but, and not that I see him anymore, but if I run into him, you know, he's always nice to me now. But, and I used to feel the same way. Like, I used to feel like I can't believe, like, he's being so nice. And he's like, he looks like he's interested in what she's saying. You know, like, I remember thinking like that and really analyzing everything. And the truth is that he was just kind of doing his job. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to get people to come in because you're the bartender. So you make money when people come in and people tip. So you have to be nice. You have to talk to people. Like in the situation with me, I think that that's why I developed a crush on him, because he was nice to me. I think once I started to have the crush, that's when he wasn't so nice to me, but he didn't need to be because I was there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I know that it's a little bit different because he went in there, right? And she, whatever. Like, it's almost like I feel like I don't want to say she's pathetic, because I just think that I think she has a crush on him, and I think that he's only nice to her because she gives him stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. It's like he goes in there, she gives him whatever, and he's nice to her because he feels sorry for her. It's not because he genuinely likes her or cares about her, because he doesn't. And, like, to me, that's sad. Because I don't think that she thinks that he really likes her, but I think that she feels important in the moment that she's getting attention or that somebody's talking to her. But if you got to buy the attention, it's not worth anything. You know what I mean? But she doesn't care because she feels like, I don't know, it comes off to me as pathetic, like sad and pathetic. Now, for him not speaking to you or whatever the situation was, I can't remember, but the negativity is all moving into the past. He may be slow and steady wins the race, but your relationship with him is going back into balance and you might see him move forward. If you were to like tell him off or call him out on something, not right away, like it may take a couple of days or a week, but you would see a shift in him. It would almost like embarrass him. Like if you called him out on whatever it was, he almost would be kind of embarrassed that you called him out, and he would try to change something so that you didn't feel that way. You might think that he's like confident, but he isn't. He's not really that confident. And if you hit him in an insecurity, he would definitely make a change because he's got a lot of insecurities. He's also very immature. So, and with him, it's like, it's almost like she gives him free crap. So he's just like, oh, okay. Like, you know, it's sad. Like when you look at it from the outside, it's sad. When I was sitting in the same position, because I've been in it before, I can totally understand how you're feeling because I felt the same way. And I remember thinking, like, what is wrong with me? Like, why doesn't he, like, why does he have no interest in me or whatever? I mean, that guy in that situation, he had less than no interest in me, which is not this, it's not the case that you're in. But the feeling that you and I both experienced was the same. It's like, really? Like, yeah, like you don't pay enough attention, but you're paying attention to other people. But it's not like if she didn't work there and she wasn't giving him hamburgers or whatever, he wouldn't look at her twice. Prussian. When do you see my book being published? It's not done yet. Okay, let's see. Okay, 6 of clubs. So it could be 6 months. If you finish it, it could be 6 months after you finish it, or this could be next June. The clubs could be the summertime, but I don't think that it would happen within the next 6 weeks because you haven't finished writing the book yet. I'm going to say that it could happen 6 months from now or 6 months after you finish writing it. At the latest, it would be the June after you finish writing it. So let's just say you were to finish writing it in March, then June it would be published because the clubs would be the summertime, and it would be after June 21st. It would be once we crossed over to the summer. It would be the summer after, 6 months after you finish writing it, or it would be the June after, whichever came first. Oh, the toilet is fixed. Thank God. I mean, I feel like some things are really important to get fixed, and that's one of them. I mean, we can live without a dishwasher, but we need the toilet to work. Julie, how did Art feel today having his family around, meeting me and my 2 daughters? I say that because he's all about image. Okay, so let's see. He definitely felt strong. Definitely felt happy, strong. Like the timing around him was good. Was it a good time? It comes off like it was a pretty decent time. I would say cause for celebration. He was glad that you guys were all there. For sure. can't have soda at all ever, even seltzer or just soda. I mean, I would assume that you probably can't because of the carbonation, right? I was never a soda drinker ever. Never in my life. It was not my thing. And then Pepsi Blue came out. I love blue things. So I was like, oh, I gotta have this. And I remember it came out opposite Vanilla Coke. And Pepsi Blue crushed it. Crushed it. But I was afraid I was going to put on a ton of weight. And then they discontinued it. And you know what I found out? I worked with a girl at yoga who worked for Pepsi, and she said that they had to discontinue it because for whatever reason, they couldn't figure out why it was so highly carbonated that it cost them so much in waste when they made it. And there was like blue all over everything. It was just so highly carbonated, and they couldn't figure out what was causing that. So they wound up discontinuing it because it wasted too much product. Simran, why does Jay want to hang out so badly? Her intentions. Well, she's got negativity moving into the past, and she's feeling stable, she's feeling passionate. She also feels like she may be looking for a favor. I don't know what the favor is. I mean, it could have something to do with money. I'm not 100% sure, though, because there's money that comes up here. She's got anxiety, too. She may be looking to hang out because she's got serious anxiety. Now, the anxiety could be because of the money, but she's feeling ambitious, she's feeling passionate, she's feeling very anxious, and I think that she doesn't want to be alone, and then there's a money thing going on. I don't know if she's looking to get money out of you, or if she's worried about money and she's not looking for money, but that's just what's causing the anxiety, and that's why she's looking to not be alone. Never a big Coke. I mean, every now and again I do like to have like a cherry Coke, like if I'm at a pizza place or something like that, but I was never a big soda person. I think because growing up my mother was anti-sugar. She was serious anti-sugar. Like the soda that we had at my birthday party was Tab. If you've ever had it, it's a taste that you will never forget. She also used to drink Diet Right and I don't know, all kinds of like weird diet soda. But Tab was sweetened with saccharin, I believe. So saccharin's just got such a funky taste. Anyhow, so I guess maybe those were my choices. Maybe that's why I didn't like soda. I don't know. I don't think my brother was ever really much of a soda drinker either. Julie, how do you see our acting with me in the month of October? In the month of October, it's like, I think everything is kind of similar to the way it is now. It's like it's not great timing around the situation. You might feel like the love has run out. He may kind of be not really argumentative, but quiet or shut down. And communication doesn't look great. It's like, I don't know, he comes off as feeling weak and a little bit distant. And he also comes up feeling undecided. He may not know what to do. He may be feeling like I don't know, like a little bit of a disaster, but comes off in October similar to how he is now. Sister. My ex M that is engaged, that his father passed away. I reached out and I keep getting signs about him. Is he thinking about me, and will something happen between him and I? Well, I think that you're going to have a good conversation. Oh, I think I skipped a whole bunch of people. All right, I'll go back up. It looks like a communication comes in, and you may have a good conversation that you may feel is somewhat healing or makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think that there's something that's going to happen here. Something that happens, I don't know if it was because you reached out because of the dad, or because, I mean, there's still a connection between you and him. There's no doubt about that, and he knows it. But I think that he's got stuff that he's going to want to get off his chest, and you guys are going to have a good conversation. Yeah, I think there's more to come. Rimmel, anything exciting coming for me this month? Anything exciting coming for me this month? You could have some new romance options that come in. You could have an Aries that comes in. You could have a Gemini that comes in. It looks like you may be taking some time for travel. You may be taking spending time by water, or you could be traveling to water, by water, or around water. You also may have a little bit of a road trip, even if it's like a day trip. Growth, change, and transformations coming to you as a person. You're feeling a little bit more balanced, maybe feeling a little bit more stable, and you also might not be holding yourself back so much. You might be exploring new opportunities. Simran. Why does Jay want, oh, I did that one. Oh, this must have been where I started skipping people. I did Julie. Sister. UAF, spirit, career, general, personal goals. Okay, let's do career. Okay, when it comes to career, you may feel like finally your wish comes true and you're going to be earning more money and feeling a little bit better respected. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan makes you feel relief, or putting money aside for something makes you feel relief. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities and the ability to manifest success around personal goals. Stepping into your own strength brings in success. Perseverance pays off out of the clear blue sky. You may cross a threshold with a goal out of the blue, like, and not even realize it. And it's like, wow, I can't believe I accomplished that. I wasn't even super hyper focused on it. Divine timing is guiding you. A Taurus comes in of significance. That may be a work person. It also looks like financial goals. You may be putting money aside for something, or starting a savings account or an investment or something that seems to pay off or adds up quickly. So I think that there's going to be a number of goals that you reach. The new job, finances, and then another one. I don't know what that goal is, but it's like all of a sudden, you, without even realizing it, you reach it. I don't know what that is, though. All right, let's see what the spirit. It may be something that's a little bit more like a creative thing. Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, and enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. Cimarron, energy around the Aries right now. The energy is argumentative. I don't know what's going on, but it's like argumentative, sharp, and stuck. John, so I don't get the prepay. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you could if you sign on with him, right? But do you want to sign on with him is the point. Because if this is how he's treated you this far, up to this point, even if you get a large prepayment, look at how he's treated you. So what's going to happen next? Like, if you're always going to have to beg this guy for whatever it is that you discuss in the meeting, it may not be worth it, because all this time and energy you could be putting into something else. Like, I got to be honest, I don't like this. Fools in reverse. Something's going to get revealed around this situation. I don't like the way that he's strung you along for a long time. He doesn't respond back, and then he does, and then he changes things, and he doesn't follow through. So even if he does give you a large prepayment, which he would if you sign on together, you would get that. But it's like a struggle. Everything is like such a struggle. Like, what the fuck is he doing that you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, how busy are you that you can't take 15 minutes or a half hour with someone? That's the part that makes me nervous, because long term, what's going to happen? Are you always going to be waiting and sitting around? And is he going to tell you that he's sending you money and not send it? And you're waiting and you're waiting and you're like, I can't with these people. Like, I don't understand. What does it take to make a meeting? Like, you don't even have to leave the house. You do it in your car. You can do it anywhere. Like, it can't be any easier these days. So I would just be cautious with him. I would be cautious that, how this is going to pan out like 3 months down the road. Cimarron, when will Sagittarius start going to therapy? Well, Sagittarius right now is stuck. I don't know if they told you they were going to therapy, but I don't believe that they are. They feel stuck, they feel weak, and they feel like they're grounded and stable. I don't know that their intentions are to go to therapy. It could be a while. They may not decide to go to therapy until next spring or 6 months from now. I don't know if it's working. I think it's working. There's a good time for him from November of this year to right through to the end of the winter time for him to pay back loans. But thing is that, paying back loans is free will. So he's got to make sure that he stays on top of it. I mean, it's a good time to do it. But if he decides that, he's going to pay the minimum $50 a month, and he's going to take the rest of his money and, spend it at the club, that's a free will thing. And nobody can, he's got to make that decision for himself. So I can't swear that that's going to happen. He's got to be the one that makes it happen. Well, the jokers are wild cards. So first of all, timing is like the most difficult thing to nail down, because the way that it was taught to me is that there is no time in the spirit world. So when you're dealing with asking the spirits or the spirit world, or you're, trying to figure something out, it's very hard to get an answer, because we've got free will, we've got, this dimension is very dense and, whatever. And the spirit world is much different. So it's hard to get a timing answer. And I've said this a million times. The woman that's been reading for me will not answer timing questions. She'll just say, if I see it, it's going to happen. That's it. That's her answer to me. Very frustrating. But if you don't know, you don't know. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, sometimes you just don't have an answer. Um, so the Joker, to me, they're wild cards. It's like it could happen at any moment. In the cards of life philosophy, the Joker is New Year's Eve. So I would say that it could happen anytime between now and the end of the year. But once again, you know, it's very hard to lock into timing. You know, like how many times? Like I give the stupid scenario all the time about the gym, but it's happened before where I've been in the gym parking lot. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. My bag is packed. I'm in the parking lot. And then the phone rings and I wind up going somewhere else. It's like, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. And then I'm not at the gym. Thing is that when you ask a question like that, is Danny going to go to the gym today? Yes, Danny's going to go to the gym today. But I didn't go today. Okay, but maybe I go tomorrow. So in the scheme of things, was the question wrong? Did I answer it wrong? No, the answer was right because I did go to the gym. I just didn't go today. You know what I mean? So it's like timing is just, it's very hard to nail down timing. And I feel like all I get are timing questions. But I feel like all of us do because we're impatient. We want things to happen now. We don't want to wait. Nobody wants to wait 5 years. Nobody wants to wait 3 minutes. Everybody wants it now. Um, Simran, will I meet the Pisces through online school? I don't think so. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced of that. Prussian, will a real publisher want it or online? Okay. Will a real publisher want it or online? I think you can get a real publisher to take it. Yeah, you got the world at your feet. Simran, does Virgo want to talk? What does Virgo want to talk to me about? There's the Virgo, first card. They may want to discuss an old wound that they have, or an old wound or hurt that they keep reliving. It might not have anything to do with you personally. They just may want to discuss it with you. Or they may have had a fight with somebody recently or an argument that's brought up this old wound. There's something going on that they need to talk about, and I think it has more to do with them and not really much to do with you. But I think that they need somebody to talk to. Georgia, love over the next week. Feeling a little frustrated this week when it comes to love. You may feel like you're waiting around here for your ship to come in. You might feel like not much is changing for the better quickly. You may be feeling a little bit negative. As we get towards the end of the week, though, your energy may focus more to business and money, and that may take your mind off things. And when that happens, out of the blue, love may start to pick up. But not until like more towards the end of the week. Then you may feel like things move forward. You're prepared for things to move forward. You're making a decision to move forward. You may be feeling like leaving things in the past that aren't working for you. You got a Libra and a Libra and a Cancer that come in, or that could be options next week. Leah, general. Okay, you've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around your life and to you as a person. You've got divine guidance helping you out here, putting you at the right place at the right time. An air sign may be coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Perseverance pays off around a work, business, or school opportunity, and a disappointment moves into the past. It also looks like you have a water sign that comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, maybe of significance, and you've got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Also looks like you may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. It could be for pleasure or it could be for school or work. And the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Simran, will the land around the garden nursery be approved for development? I think so, yeah. Yep. Shonda, when will I find true love? Love could come in sometime before the end of the winter, or maybe the beginning of the winter. Sometime this winter, love picks up. And it would be a stable, committed relationship with long-term potential around it. Long-term commitment comes in. Maybe it's somebody who's got a creative hobby or a creative job. It also looks like they could be somebody who's either going back to school or somebody who you meet through school or some kind of, it doesn't have to be like, there's school around this person, let's put it that way, but it doesn't have to be like they're going back to school for business. It could be like they like to take ceramics on Tuesday night, or they want to do ballroom dancing, whatever it is. So there could be something around school, and they seem to have a creative project or a creative hobby that's important to them. Sometime this winter. Pressure, better to try self-publish or leave investment? Is it better to try to self-publish? I get a 70% chance, yes, self-publish. So if you were self-published, does that mean you have to leave the investment? Do I need to leave the investment to self-publish? I don't think you'll need to leave the, I don't think that you'll need to leave the investment to self-publish. I think that you can manage both. I know that my uncle has written a couple of books, and I believe he's self-published. One of the girls who I knew from yoga wrote a book. I believe that she did it on Amazon. She published it on Amazon. We all bought it. Because let me tell you why. We all bought it. I knew her through yoga, but like we were taking a teacher training together, but she wound up leaving it because I think she was like an English professor. I think that was her like job. She was an English professor, and at night she was an exotic dancer, or exotic dancer, is that what you call them? Like a pole dancer. Anyway, she also started teaching yoga. So she had really amazing moves because her body was so flexible from yoga, and she could do incredible back bends. I mean, it was crazy. Anyhow, like some people just, certain areas of their body are much more flexible than others, and she happened to have a really, really flexible back. Anyhow, so she decides, I don't know how old she was. I'm going to say she was probably in her late 30s. She decides to give up teaching, and she quit her job at the university, and she decides that she's going to move to Vegas to be a dancer full time. And she was making a killing. Like, she said that she was making like $1,000 a night easy in New Jersey. Imagine. Anyway, props, because I couldn't. It's not for me. I'm way too shy and self-conscious and insecure, but whatever. Anyhow, so her book was about the journey that she made, driving across country, dancing in different places, because apparently it's the kind of job where you don't have to have a, like you could just go in and dance for the night and make what you make and leave, right? So that was what the book was about. And I'm telling you, we couldn't put it down. We couldn't, all of us were reading it. She drove from New Jersey down to I don't think she went down as far as Florida, and then she went west because she wanted to go to visit family along the way. But what a book. What a book. I don't remember the name, otherwise I would tell you. and you could read it, because it was like by herself, staying in motels in places that she had never been before, not afraid. It was like reading the book was like being there with her. Like, it was crazy. Anyway. Simran. Will the Aries Sagittarius try to contact me on my birthday, and will any of them ask me what I will be doing? I think they contact you, but I don't think they ask you what you're doing, or maybe you don't answer the phone. Or maybe they just send like a happy birthday text message, and that's where it is. Like, that's where it ends. Aqua, will I have to get a PFA on Jay? Will I have to get a PFA on Jay? I don't know what that is, but let's see. Yes, I think you will. Oriella, September general. May feel like now life is starting to move forward. You could be starting a new job. You got a new job opportunity coming in. Or if you've already started it, you feel like you're settling into it. Looks like you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You've got plenty of opportunities coming in on the horizon. You're stepping into your own strength. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and life starts to move forward pretty quickly. Capricorn comes in that could be of significance, also a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Any negativity that's been around you is moving into the past. Money is coming in. Feeling a little bit more financially stable and feeling very passionate about something. Could be work related. Love cup is full. You may have, this could be a new relationship, or a current relationship may be heating up. And you got happiness that comes out over September. September should be a month. It's like a full month, a well-rounded month. Cece, how F feels and thinks about me, and why didn't he make a move tonight? Well, I don't think he was feeling it tonight. I just don't think that he was getting the right vibe. He does think that you're kind, caring, sincere, persistent. I think he thinks that you're attractive fun to be around, and a happy person who's very passionate, but I just don't think he was feeling it tonight. He just didn't feel like it was the right time. Simran, energy around the Libra. Energy around Libra comes in as somebody who's very balanced or feeling very grounded or very, maybe even focused on a new business opportunity. They're coming up grounded and focused, well balanced, stable. Question, if you'd have to use your money, I would say, I think that there is a good chance that you're going to find a publisher and you won't have to do it yourself. If you decide that you have to do it yourself, that's a different situation, and then you may have to go into the investment. But I don't know. It came up 70% that you're going to get a publisher. So let's see what happens. I would try to focus your energy more on that so that you don't have to touch the investment and leave the investment alone. Let me tell you. Yeah. You know what the problem was? Like, it's one thing to dance around like in a bathing suit. That's fine. I don't think that she was ever totally naked. She may have been topless. I don't remember. But what I couldn't do is the lap dancing. I'm sorry. $40, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Because, like, you're not getting, like, Johnny Depp's not coming in. It's like, God knows what's showing up. Yeah, I just can't. You don't know what's coming in. Like, I can't do that. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. And I just wouldn't work for me. I mean, I suppose you probably could be somebody that just doesn't do that. But she would talk about that, and I was like, God knows what the guy was like, going in there wanting that. Yeah, like you really did. Well, she was also an English professor, so she was probably had a gift in writing to begin with. But yeah, you really did felt like a Lifetime movie. Like you could feel like the smell of the hotel rooms. Yeah, it was a great book. If I could find it. I mean, I don't know if I have it anywhere. I'll have to go through Amazon and see if I can find it. Beautiful one, love. I got a wish when it comes to love. You got communication coming in, or out of the clear blue sky, you can meet a Taurus. Now, if you're already in a relationship, I would say there's long-term commitment potential around your current person. You got an Aries that comes in that may be of significance. You have a Sagittarius here. Feeling like your next relationship, or if you're in one right now, would be one that's well-balanced and well-functioning. You're feeling grounded. You're feeling stable. You got a Libra coming in and a Sagittarius. You may have a whole lot of choices. Explore your options. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You're making things happen. You're stepping into your own strength. You're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And with that, a commitment, if you're in one, strengthens. If you're not in one, potential comes in. From Hierophant to Emperor. Gemini woman's romantic feelings. Gemini woman's romantic feelings. Okay, she's not holding herself back. So she's coming in pretty strong. She's got a lot of respect for you. She thinks about you constantly. She thinks that you're kind, caring, attractive, stable, Definite romantic connection here. I'm going to say that her feelings for you are strong and they're growing. She is not holding herself back. She's going to make her desire known, and things could move forward with her if you're interested. Things could heat up. And number 2, Indigo's current energy towards me and actions. Being guided by the divine. She also has a lot of respect for you here at the 6 of Pentacles. Got some good luck coming in around this situation. If she's somebody from your past, she's returning. She may be looking for this relationship to move forward, and she may want a commitment. That's what may be her goal. She may be looking for like, let's just do this. Let's get this on track. Let's move forward. You may have to come to a crossroads between these two at some point. But right now, it's okay to explore your options. You might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. I don't know which one that means, but you'll know. And you may come to a point where you're like, you know what? I've tried. I've had enough. It's a little too late, and you may move forward with the other person. Let's see what happens. You're going to come to a crossroads, I think, with these two women, because I think they're both going to want things to move forward. John, general advice. Okay. Okay, well, overall, you have passion coming in and you have happiness coming in. So that's definitely good. Now, there's an Aries that comes in that may be of significance, or this could be, the Emperor could be a father-like figure in your life, or you may be spending time with an older man, or it could be a boss. It also looks like you have options, choices, and options coming in, and cause for celebration comes in, and that's around business. An old wound starts to heal and moves into the past. Communication comes in, possibly with a business partner or a business associate that you thought it was like not going to happen, and now all of a sudden, out of the blue, the energy has shifted. Starting a new journey on the horizon around business. You may be feeling undecided about something. Don't make any decisions if you're feeling undecided. Take your time. With that, it could be something around business that you're not too sure of. Listen to your intuition, definitely. A success comes in around a new business partnership, and there may be travel in the near future. It may be a road trip of some type, and you're feeling like life has come back into balance. Things are going to change for the better for you quickly. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, things pick up and they shift for the better overall. Passion and happiness. Not bad. Not bad at all. Allison, question below. How will my first month of my new job go? I start Monday. Oh, well, congratulations. It goes well. You're feeling well respected. You're feeling like you're being well compensated. You got divine timing here. You are taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You're prepared for it, and you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. Negativity moves into the past. It should go well. Cece, when do you see F making a move? What will it be? I don't know what the move is going to be. I can't tell you that. Like, I don't know. I would say that things could move forward between you and him sometime within the next 9 days. 9 days to 2 weeks maybe, but what exactly he's going to do, I don't know. You may be hanging out with him. The timing may be right. It just may be the right place at the right time. But exactly what that is, I don't know. Simran, energy between the Aries and the Libra. the energy between the two of them is pretty good. Neither one of them are holding themselves back, and there's the Magician. So the opportunity to manifest new whatever, a new beginning is on the horizon for these two. The energy between them is pretty good. Simran, energy around the Pisces right now. Pisces is feeling grounded, stable, loving, and kind. Their energy is pretty good. Compassionate, stable, realistic. Yeah. Oriella, did Matthew go back with Christina? Okay, did Matthew go back with Christina? Yes, I believe so. Let me go back up to the top. Destiny, what will come in for me in the next 2 weeks? A disappointment moves into the past. An air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Perseverance pays off around a work or business situation, and money comes in. A Leo enters. Adonis, outcome of what would occur once I send Vivi the apology message. Do you see a response? Yeah, she's going to respond. She's going to be prepared to respond. It just may be in her own time. Yeah, she'll respond. What a pain in the ass everyone's got to be. Precious X, is it over between me and C? I would say I would explore new opportunities, yeah, because it doesn't look like, it looks like this person is moving forward. They've got the Six of Swords, and it looks like, yeah, I think it's time to explore other opportunities. Cinnamon, love for me for the rest of the year. Well, I think at some point before this year ends, you walk away from anything or anyone that no longer serves you. Moving forward to greener pastures. You're prepared for that. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries comes in and negativity moves into the past. Anxiety also goes with it. I think that anything around you that is stale or stagnant, you're just going to move past it. It could be a Leo that comes in and your perseverance around love pays off. Love cup is full and you could find yourself in a committed relationship. Listen to your intuition. Jay, the next time I see Brianna, we had an argument. Okay, 7 days. Within a week, I think you'll see her. I'm going to say 4 to 7 days. You'll see her, talk to her, it'll blow over. It's definitely not the end of the world. Cece, when do you think that Em and I will hang out? Maybe late August, beginning of September. Love, chastity. Will P and I have a future together? Will P and I have a future together? All right, you got a 70% chance yes. If this person is a Capricorn, it goes up higher than 70%. If they're not a Capricorn, be careful with them because they may be very deceitful. If they're not deceitful with that card, they could have issues with earthly pleasures, overspending money, gambling, drinking, any kind of earthly pleasures. So if they're not a Capricorn, I would be cautious. You know, just make sure that it's exactly what you want because it seems like they have some demons that they may be battling. But that's only if they're not a Capricorn. If they're a Capricorn, then don't worry about it. Simran, energy around the Taurus. Energy around the Taurus right now. Well, they're coming up like they just either let go an argument or a disagreement and they're feeling a little bit like they've seen justice or they're feeling a little bit like relieved. Yeah, balanced, relieved. Like they've recently have seen some kind of justice, especially if they were arguing with somebody. Or if they were mad at somebody. Simran, energy around A right now. Things are going to change for the better quickly, or their energy is very forward moving and very successful. They feel like they're in a pretty decent place right now. Shayarish, what's meant to happen for me and B's connection? Well, I don't believe that there is anything that's meant to be. The opportunities may be there, but free will can trump any of that. I don't believe that, I don't think that there's anything that's meant to be. Let's put it that way. Like you can meet somebody and you can think that you have a great connection with them and then all of a sudden you find out they're a complete and total asshole. I mean, that happened to me before. I dated somebody when I was 20 and I thought that he was wonderful when I first met him. But it didn't take very long for me to see his true colors. Like it was only a couple of weeks. So what was meant to be? I can't really go by that. Like I can't answer those kind of questions because another girl may have continued to chase him and make things happen and come back and be the side chick and that kind of nonsense. And I wasn't willing to do that. Once it was over, it was over. That was it. I never saw him again, never heard from him again. But so there's nothing, I don't believe that there is something that's meant to be. I believe that there is potential. But I can't tell you that, like, you're meant to cure cancer with this person. I don't believe that. I would watch out for some deceit around the situation because the devil is here. I would say that you do have potential for happiness to come out over this relationship, but it's in reverse, so it may be delayed. It does look like romance could pick up at some point between the two of you if this is a romantic connection. And you may be prepared for that, but you may feel like, I don't know, one of you is dragging your feet. I don't know who it is. And I would watch out that there's not a third party that may be involved here. So I would, make sure that you know exactly what's going on. Because with the devil and the Three of Cups in reverse, I would be afraid that there could be a third party involved here that is either hidden or lied about. Otherwise, if you find out that everything is kosher, everything's moving forward the way you want, I would say there is potential for a relationship to move forward romantically. It might take time. It also could be that there may be somebody lingering around that needs to kind of go. That could happen too. Sometimes that happens. That also may be where the deceit is. But regardless, there's potential. Just make sure you know that what you're dealing with. Gina, what are the Gemini's intentions towards me now? Well, they seem to think about you a lot, or the situation a lot, and they are looking for a new beginning, a new journey, and they're not holding themselves back. So I think that this situation is moving forward. I think that that's what their intentions are. Four of Cups, they could be a little sluggish, but their intentions are definitely for things to move forward. Tay, will the engagement gathering be in December? I don't think so, no. Tay, is Jason upset about my text I just sent? I don't think so, no. Georgia, the Virgo's intentions towards me in the near future. I would say their intentions are to reconnect or for communication to come in. They're stepping into their strength, and you may see that they're either a little bit more romantic, or the love cup is full, or they're putting in a little bit more time and effort. Mary, will my person contact me within 3 days? I don't think so. It may take a little longer than that. Oh, hi, Anna. Anthony. Oh, no, wait, Summer. Wait a minute, hang on. I just skipped a couple of people. Sanch. Rest of the day. You may feel like you're moving on to greener pastures. Balance comes back to your life. Rest, relaxation, and self-care comes in. You may be feeling prepared for self-care, hanging out and relaxing. Not a bad day. It's pretty pleasant. Summer, what's next between me and JTP Sagittarius? You may feel like this person is treating you with a little bit more respect, but be careful with them because they may be lying about something, or they're not telling you the truth about something. Sagittarius is right there. Being guided by the divine may expose that lie with the devil there. That may be what's next. You may find out that they either lied about something, or they lie. There's a lie that's going to get exposed, I think. For elements, what's going on with T and T? Are they in a romantic relationship, or are they just friends? Are T and T in a romantic relationship? I don't think that they're in a romantic relationship. No, I think that they're just friends. Akasha Rubat, does KV love me and will confess, or am I imagining everything? No contact, and I feel that he doesn't care. Okay, let's see. Does KV love me and will confess? I don't believe he's going to confess love for you. No, not now. I don't see it. Um, Hesha, will it be a long term if I get into a relationship with Nathan? Long term potential around a relationship with Nathan. Yeah, you got potential here. Yeah, absolutely. New chapter. What can I expect next in love? Listen to your intuition when it comes to love. There may be a cycle that needs to be broken here. And that may happen before the end of the year. I don't know what the cycle is, but if you feel like all of your relationships are the same, but they're with a different person, you have the opportunity by the end of this year to break that cycle and start a new journey. And you're prepared for that. You have new energy that comes in, a new beginning that comes in that may be with the Capricorn. It looks like you're headed towards the 10 Cups being full, not looking back on the past fondly, listening to your intuition, and your love life moves forward. Anxiety around love moves into the past when you make a clear decision to leave the past in the past and take a different approach to love. I don't know what it is because I don't know what the cycle is. But take a look at your relationships from the past, and if you see a common like denominator, there's something that needs to flip, and when that changes, all of a sudden you break the cycle, you lay down the law, and you see justice come in. You wind up in a decent relationship that's not like any of the ones from the past. Sun, what is my Gemini's next move towards me? Well, Gemini comes up slow and stagnant, and you may feel like I'm always waiting around for my ship to come in. But the Lovers is in reverse. I wouldn't expect all that much from this person. There's like anxiety around the situation, and you may be feeling lack of success. I would say communication does come in, but it's spotty and it's sporadic. And you might feel like it's just not enough. You could feel like, hey, I put in a whole lot of hard work and I didn't see all that much of a payoff. I don't know, this Gemini's a little stuck. New chapter. What can I expect from JR? What can I expect from JR? Well, the Fool here is in reverse, which means that there's going to be something that gets revealed around this situation that needs to be dealt with before you can move forward. And you may feel negative around this situation, or there may be negativity around the situation. You may feel like he holds himself back. Ultimately, I would say you got communication that comes in, but you may feel like it's not moving forward. You could feel like this situation is stuck, and you may make a decision at some point to turn around and walk away from it. I don't see a commitment coming in. If that's what you're looking for, I can't say I see that. You're actually maybe feeling hurt by him. I don't know. Give it a little bit of space, and let's see, a little bit of, try to pull your energy back a little bit, and let's see if that changes. But I don't know, things look a little stuck with him. Sun, when will I see him again? see within the next, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 keeps coming up. Maybe 6 days. I'm going to say 6 days to 6 weeks. There's a 6 around it. We already passed August 6th. So 6 days to 6 weeks. Could be a couple of weeks. Georgia, what do the cards say about Chris's actions towards me? Maybe very argumentative. May feel like he's got his back up against the wall, or he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He may feel very stuck, and he might not, but he might not say that. You may not have to expect too much from him. He may not say anything because the communication looks like it's gone down between you and him. I would say he's mad, he's upset, he's holding himself back, and he's slow and steady wins the race. I don't think you have to really worry too much about him doing anything to you, but I think that he's dealing with I think he also knows that whatever's going on, he deserves. Whatever it is that's happening, he deserves it. He has not done the right thing by you, for sure, and he knows that. Where am I here? I love you, General, for the upcoming week. You are no longer feeling held back or stuck. You're feeling like things are starting to move forward. Listening to your intuition makes a wish come true. It also looks like you've got money that comes in with the Ten of Pentacles. You're feeling pretty passionate around money. You could have some money coming in. Not a bad week. Maybe taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also may be putting money aside for something and feeling successful around work or school, whatever you do all day. Who else haven't I gotten to? Oh, thank you, John. Thanks. It's probably because it's hot here. And I may be sweating. But thank you. Cece, is it like a kiss or something obvious? Okay, is it a kiss? I don't see a kiss happening. Not just yet. Lose, what can I not see? All right, that's a good question. What can I not see? Your own strength. Haha. That you're not seeing your own strength You're not seeing how, your own success, and you're probably not paying much attention to your own self-worth. You got happiness coming out over your life. You may be like missing, what's that expression? Missing the forest for the trees? I don't, whatever the expression is. Like me, you might not be looking at the whole picture. You may be looking, focused on one thing and not seeing the rest of the stuff around you. Yeah. Interesting. Elizabeth, what does the ex want with me in his intentions? What does the ex want with me in his intentions? He may be looking for a new beginning here. Thing is that not much has changed. The death card's in reverse. There's not much that's changed around the situation, and you may be feeling heartbroken by him. If he was somebody who broke your heart once, you maybe moved past it and got over it, and you may feel like, I'm done. You know, like, I healed, I'm over it, I don't want to go back, it was fun, I'm moving on. And I think that he may be looking for a new beginning. Hermit's in reverse, which is interesting because Hermit in reverse is usually someone who shuts down because they don't want to hear what you have to say. So it's interesting that it's showing up here, because I think that if you were to kind of let him have it, like, I think would be expecting it, and he wouldn't run from it, because I think he's going to try to get back into your good graces. I don't know that you're having it. I'm not convinced. Sun, how will it be the next time I see him? You may be feeling a little bit like either sharp energy or like he holds himself back. You may feel a little bit like disappointed, or you may feel like the timing around the situation is bad. You could also feel a little bit burdened and possibly a little hurt by the situation. I don't know. It doesn't look like the best time the next time you see him. Elizabeth, what is the Aquarius intentions reaching out to me? Aquarius has been feeling very negative lately, or down in the dumps, and they're looking to feel better. Cause for celebration. Love cup here is full. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but they may be looking to either have a good time or take their mind off of whatever it was that was causing negativity. I don't think it's the kind of thing where they're looking to use you for anything. I just think that their intentions are to kind of put it out there, to have fun, to have a good time. And I think that they also may be looking for a little bit of romance here. I don't think that they're a bad person. I'm just not 100% sure whether or not you're going to want things to move forward with them. They do seem to come in as having a lot of respect for you, or showing you a lot of respect, and they may be very ambitious, and they may be like pursuing. Like, you may feel like all of a sudden they don't leave you alone. I think that they're looking to explore potential here. I don't know. I don't feel like you're that receptive to them. Maybe you will be. Maybe it just takes a minute. You know, and then you may, who knows? I don't know. I'm not convinced that you're feeling it with them. But, you know, you could You could give them a chance if you want and see where it goes. Simran, energy between Sagittarius and Libra. The energy between them is decent. This is like divine timing, grounded and stable. Yeah, yeah. Energy is pretty decent. Or like pleasant. Let's put it that way, pleasant. Simran, good and bad traits of SB. Good and bad traits of SB. Well, they're a happy person who's very intelligent. They also have a new beginning on the horizon around business, or they're looking to start a new business, or they have high hopes with a lot of like potential and perseverance. Well, sometimes they could say they're going to do something and not follow through with it, which drives me fucking nuts. They're a strong person. They're very grounded and stable. They may suffer from some anxiety, though. And they may not always follow through. Their intentions may be good, but they may not always follow through. They're a nice person who's loving and kind, but sometimes they get a little overwhelmed, or like there's third party here. Three of Cups in reverse, third party. So they may make promises to multiple people for the same time and have to like disappoint people. Like, you know, like, I promise you I'm going to go out to dinner with you tonight, but I also promised you, and I promised you, and now who am I going to go with? Right? Like that kind of bullshit. They may be a little disorganized. Simran, energy around him right now. Creative. He's got a lot of creative energy, and he's very focused right now on either a new business opportunity or a side hustle. And he's got a lot of happiness. He's feeling happy right now. His energy is pretty good. Aqua, will Jay the Pisces try to come to my house, and if so, when? I don't see this person trying to come to your house in the near future. Not to say that they're never going to come to your house again. I just don't see it coming up any, like, immediately. So I can't really give you a time frame. Georgia, what does the Capricorn think about me, good and bad? Person thinks that you're smart, intelligent, fun to be around, exciting, and maybe a little adventurous. Thinks you're attractive, maybe a little bit mysterious. A kind, caring soul who has got a lot of potential, who's very passionate, who does not hold themselves back. I would say if they had anything bad to say, and maybe that sometimes you may be a little bit overly dramatic, or maybe a little bit too sensitive. But this to me is like you could be a disaster. I mean, everybody can, but otherwise they don't really have much bad to say about you. They may just say that you overreact sometimes, but everybody does. I mean, who hasn't been guilty of that before? Mel, you can close them, thanks. Let me go back up, see who I can pick up here. Yeah, you know what, Adonis? I would send the message. I would always encourage somebody to apologize. Always. You know, if the other person doesn't accept, that's on them. But you did the right thing. That's it. So, I mean, I would never tell somebody not to apologize. Like, that to me is like, it's the right thing to do. Even if you weren't wrong, I still feel like, you know, like, you can't go wrong with an apology, even if it gets you nowhere. You did the right thing, and you know that you did. So I would never tell somebody not to apologize. Well, I guess maybe I would. If somebody was being abused, that would be different. Like if somebody had like a history of being abused and then they were gonna apologize, like with the Stockholm syndrome and go back to the idiot, yeah, then I would say, you're fucking crazy. Don't do that. Anthony, what's going on with the Cancer for this month? Okay, what's happening here with our friend the Cancer? Tower moment. I'm telling you, she's not having a wonderful time right now. She's got shit happening. She may be feeling like everything is on hold. She may also be feeling very unprepared. She may be focused on trying to either work a lot or a side business or make extra money. She's got sharp energy around her and she's feeling burdened. She's also not looking back on the past fondly. I think she's had a pretty tough time this whole year. And I don't think this month is going to be any better for her. Mel, does the Aquarius have an ulterior motive this time around? Okay, does Aquarius have an ulterior motive this time around? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not right now, anyway. Right now, they don't look like they do. But I don't know if at some point that changes. I only got a 33% chance yes, which is pretty low, right? Because I don't remember who I was watching. I was watching. Can't remember who it was now. But somebody was saying expectations. Shit, I can't remember. Why can't I remember who it was? Anyway, they were saying how, you know how like we always say, well, if you don't have any expectations, then you're not going to get hurt, right? Don't expect anything from anyone. But this person was saying, maybe it was Christina Randall. Maybe I was watching something of hers. I think maybe it was something she was talking about when she was in prison. That we all have expectations in every relationship. Or maybe it was, she was talking about her stepson, who she considers to be her son. Anyway, maybe that's what it was. That's what it was. I was watching the video where she was talking about becoming a mom and how she never wanted to be a mom. Like that, she just never wanted to be a mom. And she said that that was the one relationship where she felt like there were no expectations and no ulterior motives. But there was and there was also like what she was getting back from the relationship was different from what she was used to. Because in every relationship, you have an expectation. Like, I'm your friend. I call you. I expect you to return my phone call. I, meet you for dinner. I expect you to pay half, or I pay this time, you pay next time. Like, there's always a balance. And if there's not, the relationship goes out of balance. And then you're left you feeling like I'm not going to do this anymore because I'm not getting my needs met. So right now he's not showing he's having an ulterior motive, but I can't swear that's not going to change with him because he seems to kind of like opportunity or like kind of like sees opportunity and takes it. So that could change at some point, but right now, no, I don't think he comes in with an ulterior motive. Anyhow. Alrighty, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to be around in the afternoon. I'll probably be around in the afternoon, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think so. Either way, I'll be on at some point tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here tonight, and I will see you at some point tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.